Hello everyone, welcome back to another unboxing video. Today is another mystery box. I do know that this is from my good buddy Jason over at Scavenger Collectables. He makes his own custom resin miniatures with the help of a really great sculptor, and he's got his own store. You can buy from him directly from eBay. I'll link his shop in the description so you can check out everything that he has to offer. He's got some really great fun miniatures in 1/32 scale, and he sent me, I'm not actually sure everything he sent me. I took a brief glimpse just to make sure nothing was damaged, but I haven't really looked at it all. It's all World War II themed figures. It's all 1/32 scale. I'm going to adjust my light here a second. And I think there's even a piece of terrain in here that I'm particularly excited about. So let's open it up and see what's inside. Jason was very kind to send this to me, so I was like going to make a video for him. And this is very exciting. So right off the bat, let me see here if I can get the angle a little bit better. We'll take it all out. So there's this awesome World War II bunker. I believe this is a German bunker, something that you'd see like on the beachfront during D-Day. And then let's move this out of the way. And then we've got several packages in here. So there's this, and then the rest is all filler. Okay, cool. Okay, readjust here. Okay, so first off, let's look at this, which is what I'm really excited about because I don't have much terrain in 1/32 scale that, you know, aside from what I've made myself or purchased from other cheaper sets. But this is a really highly detailed resin 3D printed bunker. It's really exciting. It feels like, you know, plastic. It doesn't feel like resin, but I'm pretty sure it is. It's got this lid that comes off so you can hide your figures in here. There's even detailing textured inside, which is great. So this would be really fun to paint up in a very simple with a very simple dry brushing technique. Really thankful to Jason for sending this over. I would love to have like a bunch of these and create a really cool diorama with them. The fact that the lid comes off and you can house things in there is really exciting. It's really cool. Great job, Jason. I think this is excellent. Additionally, there's this little bag of 3 figures. Let's take a look at these. All right, cool. Looks like we got a couple Rosie the Riveter type figures here. These female characters. These are excellent. I don't have a ton of female figures. I do have a bag of US or military female figures from BMC Toys, but they are not highly detailed like these are. This is excellent. These both look like they'd be a lot of fun to paint. Let me see if I can get in a bit closer. Oh, yes. Looks like there's a little bit of resin here on her cheek, but that's easy to clean up. I could fix that, I think, pretty efficiently. Nice detailing on the overalls. She's wearing some cute little flats. All right, that's nice. It looks like it's basically the same figure in 2 poses, but that's really cool. Got the bandana holding her hair up. And a great expression on both faces. I guess it's pretty much the same expression, but it's a very determined look. Something that you'd expect from the hardworking women who helped our boys during World War II, right? So that's really awesome. Additionally, in that bag was this soldier with the MG42. I guess you could perch him up on the wall, maybe have him inside. Maybe he's designed to go inside here. Let's see how he fits. Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's a good fit, Jason. Nice job. Let's see if I can get that. Very cool. Looks like the gun might need to be bent down a little bit more with some heat, just some hot water, and he'll be in there nice and snug. That looks awesome. So put that off to the side. That's very exciting. Then I've got this big bag of soldiers here. Now, previously, Jason commissioned me to paint some of his World War II German troopers. So now he's actually got Americans, and I have not seen these in person yet. I've seen them on his Facebook, and they look excellent. So let's get these out, take a closer look. All right, so first off, we have a German soldier with an MP40. This is one of the better MP40s I've seen because I've been painting Airfix, which we all know their MP40s are a little wonky with an extra hand grip, and the Airfix MP40s are like short and stubby. So this guy wearing the gas mask is excellent. It's a fun little pose. So he'd probably be quite comfortable here in the bunker with his buddy. Yeah, he looks great. Fits in there perfectly. And we've got the 2 American soldiers here, both with gas masks, one holding a Thompson machine gun and another with a carbine. I believe this is a carbine, yes. So this is a little bent, but I can fix that as well. There's some great detailing here on this sculpt as well, down to the laces on the resin. It feels good too. They feel like durable plastic. Like I would still be nervous about breaking them, but the color of the green resin is excellent too, especially for the US forces. So your green versus grays, like they look great unpainted. They would look awesome in dioramas unpainted. Love the detailing on the masks and the netting on the helmets. It's really nice. Yeah, these would be really fun to paint. Cool. Okay, let's put these over here. Ooh, there's a lot. He sent me a ton. Thank you, Jason. I did not realize how much was in here. All right, so there's a bunch more German figures. These look like they are a set of wounded soldiers. It looks like the plastic is blue and gray, and then a few more Americans too. So let's finish off with the Americans. Next we'll look at the bag of Germans here. These look like injured, potentially even POWs. Let's look. Oh, so this is a soldier with a Panzerfaust. This is very cool. This actually reminds me of the Classic Toy Soldiers line. A little awkward on the grip there, but that's pretty cool. That face, very nice. All right, so let's see if I can find the other guys that are, oh, so here's one's in the standing position with the Panzerfaust. That looks great too. Panzerfaust looks a little bit bigger than what I'm used to seeing, but from a painter's perspective, it's always nicer to have bigger things. I don't mind when things are a little out of proportion because they tend to stand out a bit better, especially with the weapons. But these look really fun. Oh, so this is a GI right here. So, okay, so he has some Americans in here, not in green. So let's take a look at everything. A wounded soldier. Oh, guy missing his leg. This guy who's sitting down, he looks like he would want to be perched up right on the edge of the bunker. Another nice MP40. Maybe put him on the side of a half track or something, sitting on a ledge of a wall. So there's a wounded soldier missing his leg, writhing in pain. Oh, that's pretty graphic. I like that. I don't really have many figures that are wounded. I just have a couple from BMC Toys. I'll show you real quick. So these are partially painted figures that I have. One laying on a gurney here, a stretcher rather, and then definitely a not alive figure, and one that is potentially being tended to by a medical professional. So these three compared to the guys we have here, we've got his face pretty bandaged up, similar, very similar poses, but obviously different and a little bit bigger. Well, they're pretty close to the same size, honestly. The stretcher is obviously a separate piece, which is pretty cool. So you can lay this down. It's got a little place for the head. It's got some pegs for the stand, and then he can lay right on there. So that's really nice. And then you'll have, maybe he meant to include a German to carry the stretcher, but we've got, we've got a US figure here carrying a stretcher. Maybe I'll check the bag, the other bag. Maybe something got swip swapped, but that's okay. We'll have a US soldier and a German soldier working to remove the wounded. Oh, and the soldier is down. He survived. He's intact. Okay, so the wounded, I got this guy with the potato masher. Looks like he's ready to throw it from far away. The new resin, I think this is newer resin. It looks like a more matte finish. So these are the other figures that Jason had previously sent me. I was wrong. I thought these were a bit glossier but my memory was just off. So the resin quality is still the same, and it's still pretty high quality. I like it a lot. And then looking at the other bag of green resin, I'm assuming these are all GIs, but maybe there's a sneaky German in here. Okay, so there's a soldier carrying some ammo pouches. I believe he's a medic. That's cool. He's got the medic helmet on, some medic bags. This is a paratrooper. That's awesome. He's got his gear all set. He's ready to jump off. And then we have a wounded figure. Nice detailing in the face there. Tank commander. That looks awesome. I love that. With that soft leather helmet and the goggles. Very determined face as well. A GI with a flamethrower. Classic. Nice detailing on the flamethrower too. Usually what you see with more traditional army men is that there's not a lot of detail in the fuel backpack, and this seems to have a good amount of detail, so that's excellent. There's nice detailing in the wrinkles of the pants as well too. This all really helps when you're painting to make things look higher contrast and more interesting. And then there is another medic here tending to a wounded soldier about to apply a bandage. So we get a standing medic and a kneeling medic, and then he could be getting ready to apply the bandage here to this figure. Just a thought, Jason, as I'm looking at these, it might be really cool to have the design of the bases interlock if two figures are supposed to go together. That's just something that I thought of just now. So this is really great. Let's take a look at everything. I'll remove the previous ones. Get down a little lower here. So yeah, this is awesome. He sent me 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, wow, okay, so there's 20 figures here. So thank you very much again, Jason. These are really awesome. You're doing an excellent job, man. These are really exciting. I do have the GI mixed with the German, but that's fine. That's kind of fun, actually. And then the Rosie the Riveters are really unique too. That's a fun little piece for display. I'm sure that would be an excellent thing to paint up and have in the collection as like as a historical piece. Very cool. The Germans do need he's going to need his own medic, so maybe, I don't know if this bandage is going to do enough to help him out. But yeah, this is really cool. Take this guy off here, put him sitting on his buddy. You're going to make it. Put the cat back on. This looks really fun. Let's give you some closer shots here of everything. Sweet. Yeah, so if you guys like this stuff, you want to see more from Scavenger Collectables, check out the link in the description. These things are very affordable. It's great. He's got them at a great price point for army building. You know, you buy a couple at a time. Before you know it, you know, you've got a full set of troops for both sides, and you can recreate some really awesome dioramas. And they're pretty sturdy resin, I gotta admit. You definitely don't want to smash them and bash them, but you know, for simple setups and display pieces, I think they look excellent. And the fact that he's now doing terrain, I know he's got a GI bunker as well. This is really exciting because you can start to build out the world better. And for me, terrain and creating a setting that's exciting and believable is like half the fun of collecting the toy soldiers and making fun dioramas with them. So thank you very much again to Jason at Scavenger Collectables and Miniatures. Please check out his stuff on eBay and give this video a like if you like this kind of content. I know this isn't exactly a painting tutorial, but I will be painting these in future videos as shorts and longer form videos as I can fit them into the schedule. I'm still working on the Silver Bayonet stuff in real time, doing that as a vlog series, and then peppering in some more videos as well. I just recently completed a Napoleonic figure, which I've never done before. So if you're into Napoleonic Wars or want to see some more of that stuff, let me know in the comments. Here's a recent figure I painted. There's a short of that on the channel. Just go to my main channel, and search by shorts. It's the most recent one at the time of this video coming out anyway. And yeah, enjoy these final shots of the figures in more detail.